This is TechCrunch. Stanford adjunct professor and successfully exited founder Zain Asghar just raised an $80 million Series A for a startup that solves the AI inference bottleneck problem in an astute way. The round was led by Menlo Ventures. As TechCrunch's Julie Bort writes, the company, Gimlet Labs, has created what it claims is the first and only multi-silicon inference cloud, which is software that allows an AI workload to be simultaneously run across diverse types of hardware. It can split an AI app's work across both traditional CPUs and AI-tuned GPUs, as well as high memory systems. Asghar told TechCrunch, "We basically run across whatever different hardware that's available. A single agent may chain together multiple steps, and each requires different hardware. Inference is compute-bound, decode is memory-bound, and tool calls are network-bound." So writes lead investor Menlo's Tim Tully in a blog post about the funding. No chip yet does it all, but as new hardware gets rolled out and aging GPUs get redeployed, the multi-silicon fleet is ready. It's just missing the software layer to make it work. And that's what Tully believes Gimlet Labs offers. If the current deploy more compute trend continues, McKinsey estimates data center spending will tally nearly $7 trillion by 2030. Asghar says that apps are only using the existing hardware already deployed somewhere between 15 to 30% of the time. He said, "Another way to think about this, you're wasting hundreds of billions of dollars because you're just leaving idle resources. Our goal was basically to try to figure out how you can get AI workloads to be 10x more efficient than ever today." So he and his co-founders set about building orchestration software that slices up agentic workloads so that they can be simultaneously spread across all kinds of hardware. Gimlet Labs claims it reliably speeds AI inference up by 3x to 10x for the same cost and power. The company says it can even slice the underlying model so that it runs across different architectures, using the best chip for each portion of the model. The company has already partnered with chip makers NVIDIA, AMD, Intel, ARM, Cerebras, and D-Matrix. Gimlet's product, delivered either as software or through an API to its own Gimlet cloud, isn't for the rank-and-file AI app developer. It is for the largest AI model labs and data centers. The company publicly launched in October with, it said, 8-figure revenues out of the gate, so at least $10 million. Asghar said that his customer base has more than doubled in the last 4 months and now includes a major model maker and an extremely large cloud computing company, although he declined to name them. The co-founders had previously worked together at Pixie, a startup that created an open-source observability tool. Pixie was acquired by New Relic in 2020, just 2 months after it launched with a $9 million Series A led by Benchmark. After Asghar randomly ran into Tully about a year ago and also received angel investments from Stanford professors, VCs started calling. After launch, a term sheet landed on Asghar's desk. When VCs heard Asghar was looking at offers, well, he said, "We got a pretty big swarm of funding," and the round was quickly oversubscribed. With the previous seed, the startup has now raised a total of $92 million, including from a slew of angels like Sequoia's Bill Cochran, Stanford professor Nick McCown, former CEO and VMware Raghu Raghuram, and Intel CEO Lip Bhutan. The company currently employs 30 people. Other investors include Factory, who led the seed, Eclipse Ventures, Prosperity 7, and Triatomic. As airport chaos becomes the new norm, popular flight tracking app Flighty released a new airport intelligence feature that gives users real-time alerts about airport disruptions with reasons across 14,000 airports in the world. Now, this release is timely given the tensions in the Middle East that have caused multiple flight delays, cancellations, and airport shutdowns, while the U.S. has been facing a shortage of Transportation Security Administration agents, leading to closed security checkpoints and extra long lines. The startup is releasing the feature as a web dashboard as well, so all users can track disruptions for free. The company said it uses the same data pilots and airlines use to power this feature. This includes thousands of real-time airport advisories, including meteorological aerodrome reports, terminal aerodrome forecasts, notice to airmen, and more. This gives Flighty a picture of airport operations, such as ground stops, landing procedures, and other safety protocols. Flighty said that while airport events are described in a technical language in the data, it translates those messages into simple language to let users understand how their journey could be impacted through airport intelligence. Flighty CEO Ryan Jones said airport meltdowns are increasingly common, and historically it would take a pilot, controller, or a serious aviation expert to explain why. Until now, airport intelligence turns raw data into real insights, so you always know what's happening at your airport. The new update also introduces more features, such as airport warnings with reasons like hail, low visibility, de-icing, and lightning. Airport delays forecast with AI-powered summaries to inform users about how different factors can affect their flight. And Deep Airport Stats, which shows the busiest airlines, most impacted routes, airport rankings, official flight rules, and direct links to airport websites and directions. The update also includes favorite airport alerts and airport boards, showing all arrivals and departures at any of the airports with performance trends. And what's more, you can also compare airport visits with friends within the app. In addition to the intelligence feature, Flighty now includes a TV mode for broadcasters, creators, and newsrooms to show the live status of an airport on a screen with an updating ticker. That's all for now. For more stories like these, go to TechCrunch.com.